Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Probably good afternoon to our attendees that are also calling in from Benelux, but good morning to our attendees here in the UK. My name's Andy Palmer. I'm responsible for international sales at ZaveIT, and I'm delighted to have on the call on this webinar Lars-Olof Haberstadt, who is the founder of ZaveIT and also the CEO and CTO of the company. So the theme of this webinar is all about accelerating value delivery, and which is best described as satisfying customers, delivering solutions to customers which are above and beyond what they might expect. And then in the second part of the webinar, we're going to talk a little bit about the cost of driving down the cost to serve, which is all about obviously making everything a bit more efficient and automated. So let me start by asking you, Lars, could you tell us a little bit more about why ZaveIT has come into being, why we exist, and what the challenges are that we've learned from our customers and partners over the last year or two that we use to define us? Oh, we seem to have a little bit of a sound problem. Lars? No. Hang on in there, everybody. Lars will be with us any second. I don't know what's happened there. Hello, Lars.
Hello. Thank you for the introduction, Andy. Sorry. It's so cold up here in Norway today, so we probably frozen the lines. So,
Well, someone's cut them.
Yeah, hopefully not. Yeah, I'll try to answer that, Andy. Which the founding team of ZaveIT is coming from the MSP and IT reseller industry. So we saw a lot of issues back then, and which were actually the lack of self-service from our customers, because we run a couple of companies that actually did kind of services for the bigger customers, the enterprise space, and we wanted to try to scale that into the SMB, but we couldn't do that because we didn't have the tools to do it, because we needed to downscale the services, and to be able to do that, we need to automate stuff. So we didn't have the tools, we didn't have the kind of self-service that actually could drive the cost down and stuff like this. So that's actually where ZaveIT came, the idea of ZaveIT came into play. So that's where we come from. So yeah.
So where would you say these days, from that sort of feedback that we've had, since ZaveIT was founded a couple of years ago, where would you say that we see ourselves as a fit within the market, in the IT business marketplace?
I would say we fit kind of perfectly between the kind of, because, to be able to automate, because everyone needs to buy something from the distributors, or they have to build it themselves, or they and then they had to, all of them use PSA systems to deliver stuff and keep up their assets. And also they need to have automation and all this. So if the customer buys something, there's an order going to your CRM system and so on, and needs to go to the accounting system or ERP system. So this is a lot of manual handling in here. So we actually come in with a platform that actually can automate all this. And in addition to that, we come in with the customer self-service aspect. So I think we fit quietly in the middle of this setup you see here, between the distributors, the PSAs, and also the ERP's accounting systems. And also there's a lot of other stuff out there, remote management systems, quoting systems, and of course the CRM systems. But we do tap into a little and integrate into most of them. So yes, this is where I think we fit, and we see that the customer really likes what we do. So we really have that kind of uniqueness in the market, or the customer experience, and the self-service for the customers, which actually is the reason for it, or what we can take the cost down with, together with the sales automation.
Okay. And here we are, I guess, today also announcing and showing WebShop.
Yes, this is a part of our customer experience, actually, because we started off with building a service kind of aspect of it, because we can make these packages that you can build, and you can import stuff from the distributors and automate that process. But we also had a lot of customer feedbacks on why don't you put a web shop into this, because it's absolutely some things to save there as well by having this web shop in this multi-tier platform that we offer. So yes, absolutely. So let's. I think we have a video of Christian. Can tell us a little bit about this customer journey to get ZaveIT and customer journey.
So my name is Christian and I'm the head of development at ZaveIT, and today we're going to talk about the brand new web shop, which is a part of the latest release. The web shop was built based on a direct response from a customer feedback, and what the customers told us what they not only needed to sell services like we provide today, but they also need to being able to sell products to their customers. And yeah, that's the reason basically. It always starts with an idea, and as you go into the process of involving an idea, you go through a phase where you explore different possibilities, and you draw up some wireframes, and based on that, you take that back to the customer, and you basically verify it. And doing that with a direct response gives you a very valuable insight to how you can make it the best product. So the response was really great, actually, and one of the things that was actually quite funny was that they asked us the question, did you actually build this yourself? But they were really happy about how it looked, how easy it was to filter, to search, and yeah, basically navigate through the shop. So one of the differences, and this was actually something that turned out during the development process, where we managed to build a shop where the customer can take a list of, let's say, several thousands of products, and they can, in magical way, import it into the web shop and get a complete web shop in minutes. Together with the web shop, we can provide the customer with a branded customer portal where they can manage orders and deliveries, and they can buy more products.
So really interesting to hear Christian talking about that, and the fact that, you know, development actually listening to a customer who says that they want a particular product and we deliver it quickly. But I'm being a little bit cynical here. Don't most of our potential customers, MSPs and resellers, already have their own web shops, Lars? Where does that fit within the platform and the customer?
Absolutely, web shops have been around for years, and there's a lot of them. So but I think that in our platform, we have like this multi-tier setup that you can actually have like providers and sub-providers and sub-providers even under here. And normally this is a lot of manual operations actually to actually have the orders going from A to B and to C. So I think that that in itself actually is a good reason for having a web shop in this platform. So So yes, I think it is, and then we also actually putting it into this sales channel, so you can easily embed it to your website sites and stuff like this. So it actually gives more value than just a web shop. So yeah, so that's kind of thing, and also of course together with our customer portal, definitely it's a good thing, because I really believe that if you can offer your customers a good customer portal, and if your partners a good partner portal, they will actually use it and they will buy more stuff from you, that you don't have the leak to others like Amazon and eBay and stuff like this, because or your all the local retailer. So if you, I think really that's like the key take from this, Andy.
Okay. And so this is really sort of customer-centric stuff. This is where ZaveIT's strengths lie, right?
Absolutely. Here you can customize what products you want to offer each and every customers and stuff like this. So it's really customer-centric.
Okay. And is there any chance we can see a little bit more of this product then, of this web shop?
Yeah, sure. I think Christopher has set something together for us to actually show how it actually works and how easy it is to set it up.
Okay.
Hello and welcome to this product demo. My name is Christopher and I'm engineer and product manager at ZaveIT. And today I'm going to demo the latest release, which is the WebShop. And the WebShop is an extension of the ZaveIT platform that enables IT providers to sell products directly to end customers. And for this demo, we're going to pretend that we're an IT provider named Wonka that wants to sell IT products to their end customers. And for this scenario, we're selling smartphones. So I'll meet you back in the platform and we're going to set up this new web shop. All right, so we're all set up in ZaveIT with our new fictional company called Wonka. We have added some initial white labeling to the platform. So we have our green brand color here and also the Wonka logo. And our goal today is to build our own web shop so that we can sell our products to the end customers. You can also sell services with ZaveIT, but today we want to focus on products only. And it's very easy to get going with ZaveIT. All we need to do is to add the products to the platform and they will automatically appear in the web shop. Today we support 3 ways of adding products to the platform. You can create them manually one by one in the platform, or you can set up an integration with your distributor. But today we want to show you how to use a CSV file and import it to the platform with our own import wizard. If we take a look at the web shop right now, it's very empty, and that's because we have no products added to the platform. This is how the web shop will look like once we have added all of our desired products. We will have categories on the left side along with filters, and the customer will be able to click on a product, add it to the cart, and complete the checkout process like any traditional web shop today. If we go back to the platform, we can start by adding products. Before we initiate the import, let's just take a look at the data we are working with here. So here we have just a simple CSV file with a lot of smartphones in it. And some of the columns, as you can see here, also combine different values in each cell. That's no problem. Our import wizard will map out these values and make them available for filtering later on. So we're going to be using that as well. If we go back to the platform, we can just go ahead and start one import. So we want to do the CSV one. And here we can just go ahead and add our file. So we can do the demo smartphone file. Click next. And here we can see all of the products that are found. So we can just go ahead and click import all. After selecting all of the products, we just need to fill out the required fields. So we can just do that now. You can also add additional fields. I know we want to have images in our web shop. And we can also add additional fields like description. We also want short description. And lastly, I want to have categories as well. So let's make sure we select this one. And next up is property mapping. And this is where we read out all values and make them available for filtering. So each property you make will become a property in the filtering section of the web shop. So I know that we want to have colors, so we can just select color here. And then we just need to find each color and add them to this property. So let's do exactly that. All right, and next up is screen size. All right, that should be all of them. And next up is capacity or storage. And next up, we also want to add producers. Let's see if we have that one. And that's Apple and Samsung. I believe this is all the fields we want, so let's just go ahead. And lastly, we want to select shop here. We want the products to be active, and we also want to save this import profile. This means that the next time you import this file, you don't have to fill out and map up all of the properties again, which makes it way more easier to import prices or other values for the same products. So just click import, and here we go. So if you go back here, you can see that we have all of our new products. And if we check our web shop, we can see here that all products are available. So here we have the smartphone category, along with the filters we added from the property mapping. So this all looks great, but let's do one more thing. Let's add accessories as well. So we can just go back here and quickly add cables. Let's see. So we have one more file here. So we can do the same. Do the SKU, the name, price, and lastly categories. Then let's see here, these are all values, so let's remove these. So for cables, we have power outage. Let's add that one. And here we're at 20 watts, and yeah, I think that's about it. And I know we have colors as well. That's white and black. And then we also have length, which is 2 meters and 1 meters. And lastly, we want to have producer as well, which is down here. It's Apple and Belkin. So we can just go ahead and we want to save this as accessories profile. Let's go ahead and import this one. And if we go back to our shop, we can see here that accessories is a new category. And here we have the cables and power adapters. There's one common occurrence I want to showcase before we end the demo, and that is scenarios where the distributors update their prices on the lists. If that happens, it's very easy to update the prices in the web shop. So right now we can see these have different prices. If we modify the CSV list we have here, let's say all products suddenly update the prices to 500 for demo purposes, and we save this file, we can go back to the platform and import that file. As long as you've saved the profile, all you need to do is to update the CSV file one more time with the new updated prices. And here we can see that the price is 500 on all of the products. So we can just continue. And we don't need to do anything here either. If we now click import, 158 products were updated. So if we go back to the web shop now, all of the iPhones and Samsung smartphones should be 500 like we see here. So that's very easy to do with a platform. I think it's time to wrap up the demo by showing how the end customer buying experience is. So if I copy this URL and open a new browser, products, this is what a non-existing customer will see. So they have no account at Wonka. So they can either become a customer by clicking here, but what we can do is pretend that we're buying a black iPhone. So let's see here, I want it to be Apple, and let's select an iPhone 15. So by default, the prices are hidden. So if they wanted to see the prices, they would have to become a customer at Wonka. So what they can do then is click on create an account. Let's see here, let's find a company number. Let's do this one. So DNB. And there's a authentication step here. Let me just complete that one. All right, so now you can see that it was very easy to become a customer or create an account, and now they can see the prices. If I go back, I can see prices of all of the products. So let's just add one more phone like this. Then we can go ahead and check out. So by clicking complete order, the order is placed. And if I go back to the Wonka platform, if I go back here, I should see the new order from DNB here. All right, so that wraps up our demo of the new web shop, including the CSV import. If you want to demo this web shop yourself or any other parts of the platform, just reach out to our local sales rep, or you can visit ZaveIT.io. Thanks for watching.
Wow. So Lars, that sort of tells me that maybe it will be the death knell for the spreadsheet before long. When it comes to trying to manage the sales of products and services. But yeah, very interesting how quickly you could become a new sales channel through having your own web shop. But I think we've talked an awful lot now about sort of the value delivery and increasing that. And I think the other part of this webinar was about reducing the cost to serve. So perhaps you could comment a little bit more about how the whole platform that we have and the way we do things makes that a possibility.
Absolutely. If we get up the last slide we had there, I can talk a little around it, because this is an illustration of how the platform kind of works internally, because the main reason for ZaveIT is actually try to automate sales, because there's a lot of manual operations, especially if you have sub-providers under yourself. So if you look at the picture from the right side, the customer here can go into their customer portal and order something that the provider has offered them in one of their sales channels. It could be the web shop, it could be in the service shop, it could be embedded on your web or in the marketplace even. So whatever happens, customer goes in, buys something, and then the order is set back to the sub provider, as it sees here. And then the order is also set to the distributor if you order that product from the distributor. Of course, if it's like Christopher showed there in the web shop coming from a CSV, there probably has to be some manual operations, but not necessarily. There's, of course, we do custom integrations here, so we can actually do custom integrations to whatever you need. So that's possible. Or you can export your data and send an order manually. So, or even have it into your ERP system or accounting system to send bills and so on. So all this is automated, but we also not do orders here. So this is actually where it really pays off. It's actually when you can have your tickets and trainings and deliveries, and we also do contracts, of course. So when a customer buys something, they have to sign a contract in terms of use. So all this stuff is automated throughout the platform, throughout any number of tiers in your kind of customer setup. So yes, Andy, it's a lot of automation going on in there.
Okay, so that's a classic single pane of glass, I guess.
Yeah, that's also why I think we fit in the middle of this this setup that I showed in the first page here. So because we really tie into all of these players, distributors, to get products into the PSA, to actually get to operate into the delivery management and asset management, and of course also sending the invoices from the accounting systems. So that's where we are.
Okay, well, I think we've probably got to near the end of our time in terms of talking. Lots of great messages there about what ZaveIT's doing for customers from a point of view of improving the value and reducing costs. Are there any questions at all out there? Has anybody got any questions that we can handle at this moment? Any questions coming in? Right. I have one question for you here, Lars.
Yep.
So we've heard a lot about the fit of ZaveIT's fit in the marketplace, and also you talked a little bit about the fit there of where the WebShop fits with what ZaveIT calls their customer portal. The question is, what's the fit of ZaveIT within the channel? So, you know, whether it comes to a reseller versus MSPs or size or whatever else, what's your thinking?
Oh, I'm definitely seeing us fitting all the way, actually, because we can do. It's easy to set up. It takes very short time to get started. It's easy to do. So we kind of fit in with even with the startups. If you want to start up an MSP, this is probably the portal you want to go into to actually do most of the stuff in. Not doing everything, but that we don't do, we integrate against. So and of course in the mid-market and in the enterprise market, we have partner portals. We support on a number of levels in the tier system. So yes, and we also offer a great number of sales channels which you can choose from. You don't need to use them all. So I see us kind of fit in everywhere in the market, basically. But where we actually feel that we are actually most fit is actually maybe in the middle there somewhere. With if you are in a size that you're starting to feel the pains, which pains are actually all the manual handling of everything. A lot of systems not talking together. That's, I think, where we actually do the most for our customers. Yeah.
Okay. Another quick question. Lots of integrations on your website. What happens if we want to integrate with something that you don't have?
Yeah, then of course we can do. We first of all, we support a lot of stuff, and most of these distributor integrations are ready to use, basically out of the box. But of course, if you go into the PSA space and some of the ERP systems, we need to do customization around them. But if it's not there at all, then reach out to us and we will see what we can do. We will put you in the queue, or we can prioritize you if it's much needed. So that's like So we have the resources and to do that. So reach out and let us know. We can get into most stuff. So
coming near to the end here. I've got one last question that says, so if we decided that we wanted to go with ZaveIT platform today, how long would it be before we could realistically achieve the things you've been talking about when it comes to selling more and saving money?
Yeah, of course, all this automation is actually out of the box. What differentiates us very much from the most other players is actually we are made for MSPs and IT resellers. You don't need a consultant to actually tailor your system for years or months to actually get into it. So it's really easy to start up. Of course, you need to put some considerations into what you're going to sell there, your service catalog, and how you want to reach out to your customers in like the sales channels. But we definitely see that the modern custom experience is coming. Gartner also said it. They also did some surveys on this, that actually 80% of people really want to buy stuff online instead of having a sales guy calling them. So I definitely, that's where you should spend your time, like customer facing stuff. The rest is out of the box.
Okay, and the last question I guess I'd give you, fundamental one, is there anyone like ZaveIT out there at all?
Yeah, if you combine the 4 or 5 companies, you could probably get some of it. So, but no, we did not. It's actually this strange thing. We really don't have any direct competitors, but we try to work with the distributors. We have some few distributor partners. We try to work with the PSA systems to actually give the customers or provider and IT resellers the best solution that possibly can achieve in the market today. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, that seems to be about it. I don't think there's any other questions at the moment. All I can say is thank you for those who've attended. Thank you for your time, and a good afternoon to everybody.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Andy.
Thanks, Lars.